Hi, hello everyone. I am Prashant Nandam. Welcome back to our channel. As a part of our AWS MasterClass series, today we will see our session 11, which is VPC Peering. And I prepared notes for the same. And in general, if you see what is VPC Peering, which means it is a network connection between two VPCs that allows them to communicate privately using private IP addresses. Okay, you may have one VPC in one region. Let's say you have one VPC in AP South and the other is in US or somewhere else, and if you want those both to be communicated, then VPC peering needs to be enabled. Okay, that's what it is. So let's begin our session. To proceed further, we need to create two VPCs first things, and route tables, internet gateway, everything. Let's do everything. We are creating VPC and we are giving name as test iPhone VPC iPhone 1. This is our VPC, and let's go with 10.0.0 slash 24. 16 will take, and tenancy everything I'll leave as it is, and I'll create VPC here. Test VPC has been created. Let's go to our VPCs. This is our VPC, test VPC, and if you see here 10.00, that's one. Let's create a subnet for this. These all are the default one. While creating subnet, I'm selecting our VPC which we recently created. Now I'll name it as VPC1 subnet. I'll keep availability zone as well, and CADR block 10.0.0. slash 24 to 56 IPs, and tags I leave as it is, and let's click on create. Yeah, it has been created. Let's create internet gateway so that our VPC will have internet gateway, so it will communicate with the internet. The instance which are created under VPC, they will be having internet access. This is our VPC attached internet gateway. Cool, we have attached our internet gateway to VPC1, so the instance which are created under, they will be having internet. Let's create route table as well. Test VPC1 iPhone route table. This is our VPC. Let's click create. Let's associate our subnet, VPC1 subnet, save association, and now click on edit routes, add route, which is internet gateway from anywhere. Click on internet gateway and select the internet gateway which we recently created, and save changes. Cool, done. Now let's create a security VPC and create our VPC2. VPC only test hyphen VPC2, and let's select the range 1.168.0.0/16 and default tenancy. Let's click create VPC. VPC will be created, and select subnets, create new subnet. Let's select VPC2, name as test VPC2 subnet. In general, everything subnet will be private subnet. uh, for demo purpose, I am doing this without naming convention, and let's give our subnet range 1.168.0.0/24 to 56 IPs. Cool, let's create our subnet. Subnet has been created. Let's click internet gateway, VPC2 internet gateway. This is for internet gate, I mean our second VPC. Let's click attach VPC and select our second VPC, attach internet gateway. Cool. Subnet association heavy. Test VPC subnet. Let's click on the subnet and see. Test subnet. Click on route table VPC1. Okay. Let's create route table. Test VPC-2 and select our second VPC and click create route table. In subnet association, add our subnet. Cool, that's fine. You can add internet gateway here if required. Done. Now we have VPCs and subnets and route table, and to proceed further on this, we need to have two EC2 instance. Let's create our first EC2 instance. Name as PR-EC2-1. Let's go with Amazon Linux, which is free tier. Yeah, free tier. Let's select key pair as the one which we recently created and change the VPC to our recently created one. First we go with VPC1 and we'll assign public IP. I do already have security groups created, so I'll go with existing one and I'll click on advanced details and I'll add a small script over here. Cool, this is our script and let's launch instance. Cool. While the instance is being launched, let's create another instance as well. PR-EC2-2 and let's go with the same thing, free tier, and select the existing key pair. And this time change VPC to the second VPC which we created, and it will assign public IP. I do have security group already created, so I'll go with EC2 security group and let's add our script here as well and change these to EC2-2 and click launch instance. Let's go back to our instance and see if the instance are running or not. Cool, we do have one instance. Let's refresh and see if the status check has been finished. Yeah, for this it's finished. Let's connect to our instance once. We are getting the response, so it's fine. It has to. Let's wait for another some time. So definitely we'll be able to access. And let's add HTTPS as well for our security groups. This is our second security group. Edit inbounds, add role, HTTPS. And let's go back to our security groups and change for our EC2 one as well. Edit inbound rules, add role, HTTPS from anywhere, save changes. Cool. Now this is our EC2 one. Okay, this is our EC2. Let's go back to our instance. If you see here, 10.0.227 is the private IP. 10.0.0.227. This is our EC2 one. Okay, let's connect to our EC2 2. First we'll copy this private IP. From EC2 1 we'll ping private IP of EC2 1. If you see, it will timeout. Okay, let's connect to this EC2 instance as well. If you call localhost, it should show EC2 2. See, it is showing. Okay, now if you ping the private IP of instance 1, it will fail. Same error it will show. Okay, why? Because they are not in same VPC, they are in different VPC. That is why we are getting such errors. So to avoid that, I mean to make this action successful, what we need to do, we need to have peering connection to be allowed. So for that, go to VPC, click on peering connection, create peering connection, and add VPC 1 to VPC 2 is our peering connection. Okay, let's select our VPC 1, and you can add VPC peering with the same account or with a different account, and within the same region or with any different region as well. Select the second VPC here. Why? This is the requester VPC 1 and acceptor is the VPC 2. Okay, click on create peering connection, and here we need to accept the peering connection. Click on accept request. Now the peering connection has been done successfully. Now what balance we have is we have to edit the row tables. Go to row table 1, click on edit rows, click on add role. Now we are in VPC 1, right? So go to VPC 2. We are in row table of VPC 1. Okay, click on VPCs, click on VPC 2 and copy the CIDR of VPC 2. Now paste the CIDR in here. Okay, and make it as peering connection. Peering connection, and select the peering request which we recently created and save changes. Okay, now go to root tables, select our second root table VPC root, edit routes, add route. Now come back here and select the private IP, I mean CIDR of VPC 1. Now go back to our VPC, paste it here and select peering connection and add the peering request, save changes. Now peering connections has been done. Now if you come back here in our EC2 instance and if you run the previous command, the ping will work. See, 10.0.0.227 is the instance 1 private IP. Earlier we were unable to ping, but now we are able to. Okay, and if you call the same private IP 10.0.0.227, we will get the output of that one. See, hello from server EC2 2-1. This is from EC2 mission. Now this is our 227, which means first instance. This is our second instance, 192 series. This is our first instance. Now if I run this previous command, and this is the private IP of our VPC2, EC2 2, see the communication will happen. Similar way, if I call that IP 1.168.0.237, we will get response as server EC2 2. This is how the peering connection work. EC2 1, EC2 2. Both vice versa, we can ping and we can communicate. This is how peering request works. Hope you enjoyed the session. I kindly request you all to subscribe to our channel for more videos, and please like, share, subscribe, and share with someone who is interested in learning DevOps courses. So that's it from my end. Thanks for watching.